EA Sports FC. Is it a must or a bust? Let's find out. So, the career mode. This is not your typical FIFA career mode. This feels more like an NBA 2K kind of game. It's far more in depth than we're used to. I really like the whole personality trait point system. I think that the advancement system is cool. I mean, the obviously the games are the same. I mean, it's the same game fundamentally, but I really like the whole layout of everything and just how smoothly you can move through it. While being similar to, I mean, the last game and the game before it, the advancement system by doing the drills in games and then earning your attribute points. Um, I really like it this year. Like the skill trees are very well laid out, and I think that you can make a very balanced player. You can even get like pretty strong early on. And yeah, with that being said, let's move on to the next part, graphics. Now, there isn't really too much to say about this. I mean, they come out with a game every year. You can't expect the graphics to look that much better than the last game. But with that being said, the graphics are nice. The opening cutscene for the career mode is it's it's beautiful. I'm not gonna lie. The rain, the water, the animations, everything looks nice and crisp. Once you get into the actual gameplay of things, it's very similar to last year, obviously, but um, slight improvements here or there really do make it look like a new gen game, and in my opinion, worth it. Now, while there is the positives about the graphics, one thing that I know my friends and I all agree with, and I've seen it talked about online, is the faces. The faces in this game, now don't get me wrong, the actual real life players, the faces in the game look great. But for the custom players for not my career, wrong game, for the career mode and pro clubs, it's just the face scans and everything, they're ugly to put it in easy words. And I honestly expected better. I was hoping for better. Now that I have made fun of the faces, let me say a positive about them. The actual character creation, the tools that they give you are really thought through and detailed. Um, you can pretty much sculpt the face that you want with different hairs. I believe it's in the high 100s for the options you have for hair and facial hair. Um, you have tons of options with the actual face dimensions, and for that, I really give props to EA. Now, the bugs. There's not too much to say, but the thing that honestly saddens me, I'm a little disappointed, is that while there aren't any major game-breaking bugs, the bugs that I have encountered, mostly in pro clubs, are the exact same bugs that we were facing in FC 24. Which, I mean, it just shows that there's a lack of, I don't know what it is. They're copy and pasting the code from the last game and they're leaving in the things that make the game worse. For instance, the bugs that I've really seen is the jersey glitch. You might know this if you've played pro clubs, where it doesn't matter what jerseys you pick, it will show two random jerseys, and sometimes they can be like the same color or the color of the ref, and it is not game breaking, but definitely a pain in the butt. Another one would be the positioning glitch. Um, with this, it basically, when you're playing, it just puts people in random positions and throws the whole thing off. And the last one I've really noticed is the scoreboard glitch, where like you'll score and the game will freeze for a second, and then the scoreboard is just invisible. It's not there anymore. But besides those, there's not game breaking. I just wish there was a little more passion from EA to fix these. The gameplay, the little tweaks that EA has made, the biggest one for me being with the advancement changes, you really feel at the start, you feel bad. Like your character is awful at the start. But as you progress, there's a lot of different skills that you can pick up that make the gameplay more smooth and just easier. And I think that's the whole point of the advancement. And I think they went through that in a really good way. Another thing that disappointed me with this game, and it was probably the biggest issue I had with the last game, is that as AI and just games are advancing, you would expect the same to happen with this. But time and time again, when I'm playing pro clubs, um, especially the defense, the offensive AI is not so bad, but the defensive AI, they suck. They they just can't keep up. Like, um, it feels like they're almost purposely bad, but I really expected an advancement in that, and I'm disappointed that they just feel lacking. Um, it's angering when they just like they don't do the most simple things that you would want them to do. And I guess it's AI in a multiplayer game. You can't expect them to do everything. I understand that, but they are players on the team, and you expect them to at least hold their weight a little bit. Now, the question you all came here for, is it a must or a bust? Well, honestly, it depends. I don't think this is a bad game in any sense. Um, I'm having fun on it. I mean, there's definitely reasons to get it. Main reason being the slight improvements. I think it is a better game than 24. But if you own 24 and you're happy on it and you're not playing FIFA as like your main game, I don't think it's worth the 70 or $100 that they're asking for. But if this is your main game and you really do like them, I think go ahead and get it. I mean, it's improvements and I think it's a fun game. And if you'll get the playtime out of it, I think it's worth the money. And with that being said, thank you for watching and like and subscribe. Bye.